Welcome back to the Phoenix Camper. It's been a little while since we've done a project, so we wanted to bring you along as we started the next phase of renovations and updates to the camper. The first of those is going to be installing a through-the-wall air conditioning unit into our tiny home. Now, we've seen lots of individuals do this, so it's nothing new, but what will make ours unique, and I hope, is that this will be the first one I've seen that's using a through-the-wall unit. So most of the videos that we've watched, they have had to make some sort of box to vent the air conditioner for clean air and bad air. But with the through-the-wall unit, all this is done out through the back. So we think we have an opening on the side of the camper where the propane used to be when this was originally built that we are going to try and make work. It's already vented, so hopefully all we'll have to do is fit the box with the air conditioner inside and plumb it, and we should be, with any luck, good to go. And some may say, well, this thing is so tiny, why do you want to do it in the first place? And the simple answer is we travel with our dogs. And unlike humans, once it starts to get really warm, they get hot. And so we're trying to do this to not only make things more comfortable for us, but also hopefully to allow us the freedom to take the dogs on trips in the middle of the summer or maybe deeper into the south later in the year when we typically do some of these trips, just so that way we can take them along with us. So come along on our journey as we start phase 1 today, which is simply the planning phase. We haven't bought anything yet. We need to make sure that all of the holes will fit whatever we buy. And we just have to do some measurements. We'll have to do some modifications to the camper, to the existing cabinetry, maybe build a new cabinet. Who knows? We'll get into that as we kind of dive into this project further. Well, when we put this thing in here, we decided that we wanted to make the best use of our space. However, the problem with that is I don't know that I can squeeze my butt into this little bitty spot. So we're gonna try. We have lots of stuff. How much stuff is in here that we've forgotten about? That's the better question. I should add, this is the first time this cabinet has been out since I installed it almost 5 years ago. So I have no clue what's back here, what's made nests, so this is going to be an adventure. That water line, see that right there? That just runs through a hole, and it also runs through a hole over here. A hole that I had never planned on removing to put something else in. So what that means in layman's terms is now not only do I have to pull a cabinet out, but I also have to disconnect water lines. And right now I know those water lines have water in them because we just came back from a trip. And it is currently 8:14 on Wednesday. We are T-minus 7 days until our trip, and I am just now starting on putting an air conditioner in. Have a camper, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Woo! Well, greetings from, well, you're sitting on my countertop. the countertop that's supposed to be where I'm sitting. So we got it out tonight. That's progress. I'll take it. Next step is to figure out how to make the air conditioner fit in this space. Mathematically it fits, but one of the things we discovered when we built this camper was just because it works mathematically doesn't mean that it actually works. But it is almost 9 o'clock and I do have to go to work in the morning. So yeah, next step from here, which I think will probably be tomorrow, is just simply going to be to start unpacking. So I think that's where we'll probably pick up tomorrow. Probably do that in the house where there's air conditioning. Unpack the boxes, see what all we're working with, and then tote 100 pounds out here to see if it fits. So thanks for coming along on our adventures today. I was really happy to get the fridge done, even though I broke some things. And pulling the cabinet out turned out to be easier than what I was expecting. So next up, air conditioning. Good morning. We are T-minus 5 days from leaving. And I have an air conditioner in the camper, but the cabinet that sits around is not yet ready to go. It's going to have to be modified to fit. And it's a very, very, very tight fit all the way around. So we've got some measuring and some cutting to do on the cabinet itself. And then once we get that finished up, we'll just kind of slide everything back in and see what works and see what doesn't. So we're going to set you guys up to kind of watch what I'm doing, and we'll just take things one step at a time from there. So let's go along on this journey. So I guess, in a nutshell, there she is. What makes this unique is the fact that it has no vents on the side or on the top. All air intake and exhaust is done out the back. This is important for us because we only have one vent. It's the vent where the propane refrigerator on the original camper used to vent that's usable. So this will allow us, I hope, to butt this unit right up to that vent, seal it off with some foam rubber or some other device, and then butt this right up to that exhaust. This little stand that I bought is adaptable lengthwise and widthwise. So we'll get the power cord stuffed under here. I think I can stuff it backwards. And inside I'm on a foot. Back, I think I'm on a foot. I'm on a foot. I don't know. I mentioned this thing weighs like 100 pounds. Anything else in the process? So for those that want to know what the bottom of an air conditioner looks like. See. Shiny. Alright, so what we've done is we've cut a piece of reflective foil. Now we're going to line all four sides of the camper with it. I think I'm also going to use this reflective foil stuff to seal up the moisture barrier that goes around everything, except on the bottom. Oops, wrong side. So we're good. Height-wise, we are right where we want to be, because we're right here on the bottom, and we've got ventilation on both sides. Yeah, this will work out okay. So the next step in this project is to take the foam rubber, the stuff that came with the air conditioner, and put it around the perimeter. So that way when we push this all the way back up against here, it'll make a nice seal so all the hot air goes out instead of coming back in. Yep, go up like so, over. Now, yeah, this thing's a little screwed up. Let's get this up. Sorry for my head. Oh, so guess what? She fits. Well, I mean, mostly fits. It's a little cockeyed, so I gotta, you know, sort out some stuff here, and there, but yeah, this is pretty doggone workable, if I do say so myself. Sometimes it's just nice to stop and enjoy a win, even if it's not all the way down. So this is just for demo purposes, not permanent. So that kind of hum you hear in the background is our new air conditioner. So it's mostly installed and ready to go, and it's close. So the next project is a pretty simple one, and that is just a simple switch of the tail light. So the tail lights currently, probably can't see them. The taillights currently have LEDs, but they are white LEDs. And people have told us that because of their white LEDs, that they're not very bright. Even though they're LEDs, they're actually not very bright. So what we're going to try is replacing the white LEDs with red ones to see if that makes any difference. I got the right thing for the drill. There you go. So see, that one is white. So most of you guys probably already know this, but the 1157 bulbs have a high band net post and a low band net post, and trying to get them reversed, and it doesn't work out so well. So here is our bulb with a red lens. Not very bright, not what I would call very bright. Here's the new light. Oh, wow. That is brighter. Definitely brighter. So I think we have success. Hey. So we are getting ready for another trip here in a couple weeks, and we realized that we didn't film an outro from our air conditioner. We did take it on a trip, and we were successful in getting it installed in T-minus 5 days or whatever it was that we had to get this out of the box and actually into the camper. It worked pretty well. We did have to make a couple modifications to how this vents because this is a through the wall unit. It's not a window unit, so it vents a little differently. So we made some baffles out of air conditioner foam. It's actually the stuff you'd stuff in around like a window air conditioner to get it to vent the hot air and then bring in the cool air correctly. And after we did that in Allegheny National Forest, it worked really, really well. Actually, I think it froze us out a couple nights, so we had to actually turn the temperature up. But this unit, not only does it cool, but we bought one that heats. So it can work like the HVAC in your house. So you set it to 71 degrees or whatever you're happy with, and it just holds it there, hot or cold. We're happy with it. We're not entirely done with it. And this cabinet, I have to do a little rework on. It is supposed to fit, and it like 99.9% fits, but it tweaks out just a little bit at the bottom. But that's because I think the square cabinet is not actually square. But that's okay. It's part of owning a vintage camper and trying to reuse stuff that was built almost 60 years ago now. So presently, we're not done with this necessarily. As I said, this is the part that we have to kind of fix a little bit. But this is our air intake, and this is our air out of the HVAC, which sits, or the air conditioner, which sits behind it. I'm not entirely happy with how these look, and I'm going to continue to see if I can find something that looks better. But there are times, especially today with supply chain issues and whatnot, where you take what you can get that fits the hole and does what you need it to do. These are not actually register vents. They are both air returns. So this is the same type of air return you put in your house in a room to circulate the air back to your air conditioner or heat pump. But they work. And that's, like I said, that's all that matters. So it's about 85 degrees outside. It's 70 degrees in here thanks to the air conditioner. And thanks for watching this video on how we installed a through-the-wall air conditioner in our vintage camper.